So today we're going to play a demo. I've already gone through a part of this earlier in the day. I didn't play all the way through it. So as usual, there's kind of some weird things going on with this demo. Number one, it doesn't run very well. I did set it to max settings. The only thing that I kind of lowered is the field of view because it is a little bit more difficult to play. Let's for now. Anyway, as I was saying, the field, it's really difficult to play at max field of view because everything is so zoomed out and it's very difficult to focus on picking up something. It does give you a better advantage when you're trying to when you're in combat. It's a little bit, it's pretty much useless in every other conceivable way. Oh, there is a skip dialogue option. I was actually about to complain about it. The controls otherwise are fairly intuitive. I would argue that they're almost a little bit overly simplified compared to the original demo. In this demo, it is almost entirely, it is very, very, very close to, if you played the original Gothic, let's just say it's going to be very familiar. Well, I did not know you could do that. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, there's no use in really talking about it too much. It's much closer to the original. Its performance is a little wonky. This is on a 1490, and I am just barely able... 1490 at 4K, or 3.5K, whatever you want to call it. And it is, just barely hanging up around 40 FPS, which you will be able to see at the bottom right here. So, I just noticed how loud this music is. Did it just crash? Okay. Oh no, my monitor just restarted, as usual. Okay, well, we're going to turn the music quite a bit down, because it is very loud. For some reason I went... Let's start. This demo is an isolated prequel experience created to show some of the main features of the Gothic 1 remake, but since the game is still being worked on, it can contain bugs and glitches. It's actually fairly stable and bug-free as far as I could tell. The full game follows the story, structure, and spirits of the original Gothic, with the nameless hero as the protagonist. The story takes place in the mine alley of Corinus, or Corinus, as it apparently is pronounced. A penal colony violently taken over by its prisoners after a barrier spell went astray. I think that's supposed to be a rye, but we're not going to think about it too much. The inmates now live in an interdependency with the king, who needs them for the magical blue ore, humanity's last hope for its losing war against the orcs. You are Nyrus, and you have just arrived in the colony. Welcome to your new life! Please don't complain that the hero in this demo doesn't look like our beloved nameless hero. Okay, I feel like people were very mean to them after the first demo, and they're very close to not giving a shit.
Still alive? Good. I'm Diego. I'm not. No one in here cares about your name, lad. Unless you give them a reason to. Look, usually I'm the guy who gives the Greenbloods the rundown. But a rock slide cut us off from the valley, so I have other things on my mind right now. Our men are coming to clear the path, but knowing them, it's gonna take a few days. So you should find yourself a place to camp until then. All clear? Where can I camp? Somewhere in here? No. This exchange zone belongs to the old camp. And until you're one of us, we can't let you wander around here after dark. Just try to find somewhere well sheltered. Our boys sighted a shadow beast near the canyon, and they come out at night. Wait, a real shadow beast? In the flesh. One of the many things in this place just waiting to rip you to pieces. Can I help you somehow? Thanks, but no.
Very direct.
Okay, thanks. Sure. Welcome to the colony.
I don't want to really piss them off by stealing anything. Out. Really not that much that you grab as far as I can.
Sorry to keep you. What have we got?
The wankers tried to swindle us on the grain again. There's 3 sacks at the bottom with worms in them. I bet you 10 nugs they're gonna say they had no idea.
Just 3? I would have thought it was worse.
So, we're just gonna let them keep fucking us over?
That's right. Just
That's
as we do
render
now.
distance
Did you
on
notice
his
the
face.
ore barrels from this month's batch had an extra thick bottom?
Are you saying...
That the barrels had an extra thick bottom. That's all I know. It's all a game, Whistler. They trick us, we trick them, and so it goes till the gods bite the dust.
You're a proper poet. Well, fuck it. I'll double check the batch and get this ready for the convoy.
Good. Cheers, Whistler.
Sure.
Oh man, you're just switching between game generations, graphics generations, aren't you?
Hey, you.
Hey, you!
I'm busy, Freshie. Diego told you what to do, didn't he?
I only have a few
Piss off!
It's again very direct.
Welcome to my new life, I guess.
That's the very first. Cool. Take a dive. As far as I can tell, there is only one useful thing that you can get down here, and he swims very slowly. Come on. That's it. Come on, buddy. You don't want to die. Let's actually take a look, see if there's anything else down there. I don't think there is. I think it was just those 3 items. This asshole who clearly pissed somebody off. Okay, well, we have a weapon and we have some some watery beer, and behold the brief glisten that he had before we emerged completely. Seems to be working a lot better. Let's see. Oh, that's because it's set to low. Well, that explains a lot. The only thing that I want down is intensity and motion blur, because I don't really. Sync on. There we go. There we go. Now you can see his hairy arms. This is actually very, very, very close to the original Gothic experience, with just walking around in this canyon and playing the game at 30 FPS. I mean, we got 46, but we got what we got. Let's talk to this guy. Let's see if he's nice.
Hey, you.
Hey, you!
Freshy, eh? Didn't know one was coming in. You got lucky.
Why?
Well, if it wasn't for the rock slide, a couple of our lads would have been right there to welcome you. With a proper stomping. Anyway, if you're ready for the valley, you gotta wait till our men clear the path. The precipice.
It's too dangerous to climb, I know. Diego told me.
Good.
No, he didn't.
Best find yourself somewhere to sleep then.
What's your story?
Let's be nosy.
Why'd they throw you in?
What, me? Ain't nothing to write home about. I ran out of dough. Then fell in with the wrong crowd. Then right into a group of guards. After I mugged someone. Bingo. Here I am. Yourself?
I killed someone.
You? Didn't peg you for the type. Don't tell everyone, no. Or at least, only the ones that you think want to hear it.
I won't. I have some questions.
That's so. Well, what I have is a parched throat. How's this? You find me a bevy, then you can ask like there's no tomorrow. One end washes the other.
What sort of drink do you want?
What I want is a Varantian red, vintage 82, and a foxy redhead to pour it for me. Sadly, this is the colony, so a bottle of the swill the king sells us as beer has got to do.
Sounds like a deal.
In us praise. You know where to find me.
Do you want a soggy beer?
Here's your beer.
My saviour.
Oh, thanks for giving me the bottle to throw away for you.
Tastes like bull sweat. Anyway, you had questions, right? Fire away.
Can't you let me sleep in the exchange zone, just until they've cleared the rubble?
Not until you've joined the old camp, mate. As I'm sure Diego already told you.
What if you sign me up right now?
There's only one man who can do that, and that's Gomez. And frankly, unless you've got what it takes to become a shadow or a warder, think twice whether you really want to join us. Most Greenbloods, they just give them a pickaxe and have them mine nuggets for the rest of their lives. And you don't want that.
If not in the exchange zone, where can I sleep?
Ground won't do.
Diego said they saw a shadow beast near the canyon.
Oh, right, I remember. Bollocks. Tough luck. Maybe try the old diggers' camp up on the ledge across the flooded mine. Though I think I saw some folks messing about around there. New campers, maybe. You'll find out.
Maybe you'll die, maybe you won't.
What's it like in the old camp?
Could be better, could be worse.
In what sense?
Well, if you make nice with the Bloodhounds, it's probably your best bet for a normal life here. If you piss off the wrong guys, though.
I get it. How about some general advice? About life in the colony?
Make your peace with it.
With being here?
Yeah. This place is your home now, and you're here to stay. No matter what the Rice-Eaters or the cultists will try and tell you. Once you've gotten that into your head, life can be quite alright in here.
Rice eaters and cultists.
You'll find out.
You're probably right.
I wish I wasn't.
I'll be on my way.
Sure. Good luck, Greenblood.
This guy was pretty nice. I like the little insects that you see crawling around. It's probably my favorite part. Also, a lot of skeletons. Guys who did not make it. So I'm desperate. I like these. This is like bugs in the ribcage. Just finishing off the last pieces of non-bone. Just grab everything. Up over here. I didn't ask you to do that. Another skeleton. Give me a second to do so. So far from this demo, it's, as I said, it's much more closer to the original. It's, much more, I mean, that's it. It's just more closer to the original. People really freaked out with what they did with their first attempt. The guy is the nameless hero, or Iris, is a lot less chatty. He's not narrating every single thought that goes through his head. I think that's the major thing that annoyed people. It didn't annoy me too much, but it wasn't exactly the best choice. I think they could have abbreviated it a little bit more. The way this guy speaks is a lot more natural. The spiky sticks. Got more blueberries. These are they're really red for blueberries. Torch. The thing about torches is they're single use. Reflections. Pretty stable above 40. It kind of dipped to 37, but okay. It's kind of unavoidable to... They were being aggressive. Also gives a good opportunity to go around and learn how to fight, because there's a bit of a thing that axe, bow, some arrows off of this guy. He looks like he doesn't need them very much. Sure why this guy didn't make it. I mean, it's quite clear why this guy didn't make it. There is no way he would have been able to get out. I did not see any way to get up there. All we have here.
That place would do. But someone's already here. If I find them...
Pretty nice spots. I'm not gonna steal their stuff, but I think there's some blueberries growing around. Actually, not a very good idea to make camp around blueberries. This is a really, really pretty location. Feels like summer in the canyons. just rock and some foliage, but it's very, it looks very nice. I thought those looked like bones. It's not, it wouldn't be surprising if it was. Some, get a few nuggets. I don't think I'm going to have an opportunity. Traitor! Okay.
Hey, you.
Wait a second. You're the guy they just tossed in, aren't you? No, don't say anything. I know it. You just got that "what the fuck did I get myself into" look on your face. I'm guessing you already know we're stuck up here.
Yeah. I'm looking for a place to camp. Apparently there's a shadow beast out here.
There is? We saw it too. It's a big bloody bastard. Hey, why don't we make a deal? You help me hunt that flock of scavs, and in return, we share the food, and you can sleep at our fire. It's in the old miners' camp across the flooded mine, and it's well sheltered. What do you say?
Our fire?
Yeah, me and my friends. You'll meet him.
Your comment doesn't sound like you're from Carinus.
And neither does yours.
Where are you from? Midlands?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
How do I know this isn't a trap?
You mean, am I the big bad villain who wants to rob the poor freshie of all his non-existent nuggets? No offense, friend, but if I had a problem with you, you'd already be dead.
What's in this for you? You look like you could kill those scabs yourself.
Ain't you a wary one? Good. Now first, I remember what it was like to get tossed in here and have everyone trying to fuck me over. Second, if it turns out you're at least a little less useless than the average freshie, I might just tell you to piss on what Diego probably told you and try joining our camp. The new camp instead. The one where you don't have to blow sugar up Gomez's ass for the rest of your life. But that can wait. First, we hunt.
Does that gang of yours have a leader?
Yeah, it does. Loris. But again, it's not like in the old camp. We follow his lead because he's the best man for the job, and that's it. The moment that changes, he'd step down.
Deal. What's the strategy?
There ain't one. Those birds are as dumb as rocks, so you charge in and make short work of them. Just don't let them surround you. Tell me when you're ready, then we go.
Let's hunt.
Music to my ears. You got a weapon?
Yeah.
Good. Then follow my lead.
Yeah, let's stab these things. Ouch. Took a bit of damage, but I'll be fine.
Hey, you.
Ha! Good job. That's some sweet bounty. You know how to gut?
Well...
Never mind, I can do it. Hey, come to think of it, maybe you could go find my friend Ratford while I'm at it and see if he needs a hand. One of our crew, Jorek, has gone missing. We think he's somewhere in the canyon. Rats is looking for him right now. I'll see you at the campfire.
Crew?
Yeah, our gang. The Reds call us bandits, but I don't think that's fair. We're so much more.
I take it your gang runs this new camp you mentioned earlier?
Run isn't the word I'd use. I mean, yeah, there are factions and all, but there's no fixed rules or proper, what's the word? Hierarchies. As I said, though, let's talk about it once I got that scav speared up and sizzling over the fire.
What happened to this Jorek?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. The man just wandered off and ain't come back since. Someone saw him climbing around this canyon here, but so far, nothing.
That vest looks like it might be a little itchy.
What does your friend Ratford look like?
My size, black hair, big mustache. He wears the same armor that I'm wearing, so he should be easy to spot. Bring him back down here when you found Jorek. I should have the fire and dinner ready by then. Oh, by the way, I'm Drax.
We know who you are. It's a really big club. Probably know how to use it better. Well, I guess I'm going to be doing this anyway. Surprised they didn't loot his helmet. It seems like the first thing that would go. Maybe it got too rusty and useless before anybody was able to get to it. Okay. My health is really low, but I'm going to continue down the canyon and get my ass beat by this guy. It doesn't matter. I don't know enough about the mechanics to make it work well.
Hey, you.
Look at that. A fresh face. They just threw you in?
They did.
Well, then welcome to the colony, I guess. What's your name? I'm Cargo.
Nyrus.
Good to meet you. Hey, listen. Why don't we chat for a bit? You could tell me the latest from the outside, and I can give you some advice that will help you stay alive here. It's just that I've been shoveling that bloody rubble all day, and I'd kill for a distraction. What do you say?
Why do you care what happens on the outside anyway? We're never getting out of here, are we?
Well, the new campers and the guys from the swamp would beg to differ. But yeah, you're right. We probably won't. Still, I think it helps to remind yourself from time to time that the world doesn't start and end at this stupid blue dome. I'd go crazy if I didn't.
How about I tell you in return for a safe place to sleep? Like one of your huts?
Because of the Shadow Beast, huh? I'd let you sleep in there if it were up to me. But it's not. Sorry, friend.
Alright. Honestly, though, there isn't that much to tell. Everyone's on edge because of the war, and all the horror stories that are going around about the orcs don't help. There's word that the Nordmarians made some small victories, though, so there's that.
Thank Enos. Let's hope they can reclaim some of the mining areas. There's no way we in here can keep up with the demand long term, no matter how many prisoners the king sends here. What about Corina City? Did you get a chance to see it when they brought you here?
Not really. They had me locked up the whole time.
Ah, shame. Oh man, I miss that place. I lived there for a couple of years after I left Varant. Had a woman there. Rosa. She was the sweetest thing you could ever imagine. And a better soul than I'll ever be. Ah, shit. Here I am rambling like a drooling old man. I'm sorry.
Your turn. What's your advice?
Join the old camp. We're the heart of the colony. All the stuff they send us from outside, they bring it to us.
Unless there's a rock slide.
Nah, don't worry about that. Our boys will have that cleared in no time. Gomez is tough, but he knows how to keep this place running.
Gomez is your boss?
He's the most powerful man in the old camp, yeah. He led the prison revolt back then and took charge. He's the guy who tells the king what we want for our ore. And the king delivers.
I see.
One more thing. You look like you've held a sword before. You wouldn't care for a practice match, would you? I got a fight coming up next week. And I could show you some tricks in return.
You have a fight coming up.
Yeah. In the arena. You'll see it.
All right. Why not?
Great. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready to be beat.
I'm ready to fight.
What's the difference in when in the cutscenes?
All right. Let's dance.
Well, that didn't last long. At least I made a hit. Thank you, sir.
You. Good fight. I hope I didn't break anything.
It's all right.
Happy to hear it. You're not bad, friend. You need some practice, but you got potential. Want me to teach you some tricks?
Sure, why not?
All right. Number 1. When you're using a weapon like this, hold it in one hand, not in both. Once you build the muscles, you'll be much more agile and can string your attacks together. 2. If you're already in a strike and realize it's gonna throw you right into a riposte, pull back and dodge. It'll take some practice to get right, but you can do it. And finally, when you parry, try to time it to the perfect moment. That will leave your opponent wide open.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Hey, anytime. But you should really find yourself a campsite now. It will be dark soon.
Let's heal. Well, first, let's see. I think you can go back to the exchange zone and see if they'll let me cook. Running animation looks a little bit stiff. It doesn't look like I'm reacting to the terrain at all. I mean, yeah, it's kicking up mud, but it's alright. I don't remember how it looked in the first demo. This demo is also much smaller in scope. Cook? Want to cook? Never mind. So I'm just going to eat raw meat. In that case, let's eat. Shove these these blueberries that look suspiciously like raspberries into your mouth. Good enough. Oh, that's another torch that I wasted. Come on, pick it up. Like you're waiting for an invitation. Took me a second to figure out where I'm supposed to go because I went all the way up and down, everywhere, and I thought I missed it or something, or that I was going in the wrong place. I actually skipped going in there first. But the game expects you to climb. Use your fire. Is there anything else I can prepare? I think that cooking it makes it much more... Okay. Inside. Starter keeps the prisoner workforce going. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. How many arrows do I have? 13! I pick you up now? Okay, so you have to wait until it goes out. A little bit strange to me. Here? Barrels. Nothing. I mean, I guess there's no reason for anything to be. Right? Sure, somebody would have looked through this chest at some point. Coal. Another dead guy. Guessing this is the flooded mine. Okay, and yeah, now you have to climb here. And the game is very good about letting you climb, and we're just... Spider. Oddly, doesn't really care about us too much. I like the little spiders. There's the guy we were...
Hey, you.
Now, who by Belia are you?
I'm Knight.
Not your name. You don't look like you're from any of the camps. You a digger? Or did they just throw you in?
I'm new, yes. Your friend Drax sent me to help you, in return for a place to sleep at your camp.
Did he now? Well, I don't need any help, especially not from a wet lettuce like you. And I sure as fuck ain't gonna have a stranger sleep by our fire. Now get lost.
Watch your fucking mouth.
What can I do to convince you?
Oh, look. I ain't trying to be an arse, I really ain't. But I don't know you, and trusting strangers is the best way to get yourself killed in here. Sorry, but it ain't happening. Good luck out there.
Again, I feel like that was the most diplomatic option. Guess I'm just going to kill things on my own. Now, rushing, I've learned from my foray into the first... What the... What are you... What are you doing? I don't know why he does that. Oh, that's a massive boost. junk, but maybe I can sell it for a little bit. Basically, have to be careful. Club. John does more damage. Blunt damage, edge damage. Old swords. This is where I died initially. I think that made it. Just missing all my shots. Okay, good. Good, we actually got something. To the arrows. You can just pick them up. Okay, well, we learned something. There's still a couple more. Drax was right, they're not very smart. I will be able to get back all of my arrows. This should be enough. Did it hit something? I think it hit something, that's why it's doing that. Oh, come on, that was a clean shot. That's an enemy too. All little butterflies flying about. It would be nice if I could see the indicators of when I'm able to loot something. I would say that that would be one of the things that you guys should probably fix, and I'm almost positive that thing is... I hate to do this to you, buddy, but... Why would you go into close combat? This is infinitely better. Try to recover all the junk that I lost. nice though. Nice gibbet. There. Oh, just the refreshing water. Are all my damn arrows. Like I said, it doesn't give clear indicators of when you're able to loot, so you might miss some. This is where I died the first time, so I can't really remember where I haven't had the chance to really explore too much here. A lot of useful stuff. See, I'm not completely useless. I can use my brain. Also, when Nyrus dies, he makes the sounds he makes comes from the same sound library as when you die in the game Heretic. It's basically a Doom, medieval Doom. Yes. Sound looks like a great place to go cliff diving. Let's take stock of what I have. Lost quite a few arrows. Plant restoring magical energy. Well, I'm not a spellcaster yet, so it's kind of useless to me. What are the stats? I'm a very incompetent fighter. Can't tell if I completely missed and those arrows went over the cliff. I'm pretty sure they went over the cliff, although it's not that's not really the angle that I was firing. Paid more attention when I took them down. It's okay. I think that's all here. Just here. Hey, didn't do this. Can you crouch in this game? You can sneak. There's anything here anyway. I found your buddy. Cryptic image with an unknown purpose, presumably drawn by Jurek. Let's spy.
You again.
I think I found your man.
I can see that. So he's dead. Fuck. Must have been that shadow beast.
Drax said he was one of you.
From our gang, yeah. The fool got hooked on those herb rolls the cultists sell and started losing his marbles. Last time I saw him, He went on about how their god was talking to him in his sleep. Nutty stuff like that. And then a week ago, he just wandered out of our camp in the dead of night and didn't come back.
This is not a roguelike. This is a remake of the Gothic, or a demo for Gothic that was released in 2000.
A god spoke to him in his dream.
Whispered. I think that was how he put it. But yeah, that's what those herbs do to you.
Are you talking about swamp weed?
Yeah. There's a bog in the valley, and the sect that lives there grows and sells it. Apparently they smoke it because it opens their mind to their god. But lots of folk outside the sect use it too, because it takes the edge off.
Sure it does.
What's that cult you're talking about?
Right, you're new here. Long and short of it, there's 3 camps in the colony, and one of them is a sect. Word is, their chief lunatic had some vision 6 years ago that some old god was about to wake up and save them all. So they moved to the swamp. Been living there ever since.
That god, is he real?
Course not. That master of theirs he bury on is just playing on how desperately they want to get out.
Look, I found this on your man.
A letter?
No, a drawing. And there's these symbols.
Ah, must have scribbled that while he was baked. You keep it.
What now? Are you gonna take him back to your camp?
No. We'll stay the night, head back to our camp tomorrow, and tell our boss that Jorik's dead. End of story. So, Drax promised you a place in our camp, eh? Belia's balls. That man.
I helped him hunt.
Did you? Ah, well, fuck it. If you hadn't messed about in those bushes, I probably wouldn't have found our man before nightfall. You'll get your sleeping spot, and you'll get some dinner as well. Sorry about earlier, it just pays to keep your guard up in this shithole. Anyway, come on. Let's head back down. Drax should be in the camp already.
Hammer, junk, missing string table entry. I love it when I see little things like this in games. I don't know why, but it's just fun for me. Tumblr has seen many a toast, often the only luxury of a digger's meager possessions. Jug. Ubiquitous in all camps, these simple jugs are critical for water distribution. Picklock. I think that was what it was called originally in the original game. Missing string table entry. Okay, okay. Well, now I know how they organize their inventory in this game on, that will be useful information when I'm developing my own game. That organization is the most annoying part. Design is the fun part, implementation is the less fun part. I mean, it's fun in its own way, it's just a lot of work, lots of sitting around for an hour trying to figure out a way around the problem. No, not this way. No, wait, that... well... it was it. Well, shit. That's a very, very narrow ledge. I hope the game engine giving. Yes, just hop down. That's exactly what I want you to do. Hop. Hop. Pretty funny. Hop. Oh, so now you can... well... okay, so you can't... okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense. You can't sneak around... you can't sneak around when you have a weapon drawn. This is fun. I should try playing the original game again. I got somewhat far into it, but I have this... there's just... I don't know, I kind of got distracted. I think my PC... another one of my PCs failed. What? You're beautiful. And don't think I didn't see the game drop you back off. Tumbler, goblet, plate. Okay, so you can sneak around with bow and arrow. That's good to know. I think him putting up his sword to block is the game's way of telling you that you're out of stamina. Is this a plant? No, it's just foliage. Oh, does it move around? I mean, sort of. I think it's funny that the biggest challenges of game development are shadows and foliage, and you can see that right here with the shadows freaking out a little bit. Back. Food. Sitting script activated.
So you made a friend, Rats? Didn't think I'd see the day.
Piss off. You got our dinner?
Yeah, the new lad helped me. You found Jorek, huh? What killed him?
Probably that shadow beast. We gotta be careful tonight.
So tell me, Freshie, when you found Jorek, did you find out why he wandered off as well? Honestly, I still don't get it. I've smoked more rolls than a furnace. No god has yet whispered into my dreams.
Well, he did have this drawing. Wait, I have it.
Keep that paper in your pants and don't talk about this shite. Jorek smoked too much and lost his marbles. End of story.
Elliot, balls, calm down, man. It was just a question. So anyway, you probably figured out by now that there's 3 camps in the colony. I'll be up front. Seeing as you ain't half as useless as most of the folks they toss in here, you should try and join ours.
You're making it sound like we're a flock of ladies waiting to throw our breechcloths at him. Drax is right, though. We could use new men. And you might have what it takes. That said, if you don't want to end up plucking rice, you're gonna have to work hard for it.
That's true wherever he goes. At least we have a plan that'll get us out of here. And a proper one at that. Not some cultist bullshit about sleeping gods.
If you still think that let's blow up a pile of blue ore nonsense is gonna work, you're as away with the fairies as the loons are. I mean, how much ore have they dug up by now? Enough to buy all the deserts of Varan? But somehow, whenever you ask the mercs when the mages finally have enough, it's always just a little more. Seriously, I'm starting to wonder if they ain't just playing games with us like that Iberian bloke does with his lambs. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, that's it. It's a fairly short little demo. Got to see what was on that drawing.
He is real.
Thank you for playing this demo. Please provide feedback at this QR code. Be sure to follow Gothic, thqnordic.com. So that's it. It's a fairly short demo. Not really so much replayability. The original demo had a lot more in it. You know, it's not a big deal. I kind of liked that they were trying to do something new. I liked that the old demo had a bunch of secrets and stuff like that. but I also like. I like that this is essentially. It looks like they've gone back and just want to make a copy of the original game, which is fine too. But I kind of wish that they were open to exploring a little bit more. I would have bought the game either way. I find it intriguing. I hope they do try something new with it, because as of now, it's essentially it looks way too close to the original. Not that that's a bad thing. The original was a great game. Kind of bitter in the wilderness between the camps, from what I remember. But it wasn't meant to be Morrowind. I don't think Morrowind came out for another 2 years. Before this game. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to play this. I was very surprised that it came out. We'll see what they do with this and when they actually plan on releasing the game. I can't imagine it's much sooner if they decided to change everything based on their feedback from the first demo, from the playable teaser or whatever they call it. And that's it for now.